Yes, father of the kids that are already having their incomes taken to pay for our deficit.
I recently read the federal employees ethics rules. Do the members of Congress ever read that?
Well, I tell you what, it's not plain English. And yes, we do read it. We also have seminars on it. And we have attorneys, I'm sure, on the Democrat side as well as the House Republican side, that tell you on numerous occasions, I'm not certain what that actually says for you. You just better be careful about it. Yeah, so it's plain English it isn't. But again, I take advantage here to say, if you're concerned about the ethics of especially elected officials, be careful before you elect them, and determine what ethics you're willing to accept. And then you don't, if you have a person of integrity, you're not going to be worrying about what lobbyists do to them, or if they can be bought off, or if they'll listen to you. And I think that's where the gentleman who talked to my wife last night had got it. He said, I thought I did my job, and I went away after I elected the person, and I expected it to stay, and it all changed. And here I am, looking at a different government right now in a different country. I see a hand move over here. Yes. And then we'll go to the back.
You said to elect your choice, and then to hold their feet to the fire. That health care bill, the phones was jammed
Right.
so bad, and they didn't listen. How can you hold their feet to the fire when they've already made up their brain they're going to do
November.
what they want? Okay.
November 2nd, 2010 will be the opportunity.
I'll be there, but how do you know that you're putting in a person that will accept your call?
The beauty and the challenge of our democratic republic is that it needs constant tending, just like our gardens. And even sometimes our driveways, to kill all the weeds that grow up in it if you don't drive on it. There is no simple way. I know my office phones, both in the district and in Washington, rang on certain issues back then. It was the energy issue, the high cost of gas, all of that was going on, and they rang. And we answered those, and we did teletown hall meetings, and we held town hall meetings out in the public. And sadly, there were, relative to tonight's a good crowd, but in many cases there may have been 3, 5 people show up. I think that's changing now. The slap in the face, the wake-up call, has caused a lot of people to pay attention, but they began paying attention, just like you found, and calling politicians who were working under the old school, that once I'm elected, I'm doing what I plan to do, and I'm dancing with those who brung me. That has to change. In this election last year, I lost by 2 points. I did 10,000 votes better than John McCain in the district, but I still lost by 2 points. Because of John McCain and a number of reasons, because saying certain things, because of some record issues, because of saying to the state of Michigan, I'm not going to stay here anymore, I'm leaving the state. All sorts of reasons that made us angry and gave some people just a sense that there is no hope. It's lost. So why go to the polls? Well, Acorn got their people to the polls. Organizing for America got their people to the polls. Obama and his unbelievably ahead of the game campaign tactics, and I'm talking about legal tactics, got people to the polls, and we lost out. And so now we got to make up for lost time. But I would be absolutely a liar standing here tonight if I were to say it's easy, and you can expect by just making the calls. Even to the best of legislatures, sometimes there won't be an agreement, but they've given you all opportunity in the world right now to say the one that's there isn't the one.